This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Just a spectacular setting here in the Pacific Northwest. We're at Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, it's almost like a nature walk out there. It's built amongst these wonderful sand dunes. As far as trees are concerned, there's only one really that comes into play. The rest are all in the distance, so you feel very much at one with the elements. It's kind of nice, actually, just going for a little stroll out there like that. Refreshing.
So we're ready to get the round going here at Chambers Bay, and we'll begin, Frank, at the first with a par 4.
496 yards, obviously that'll stretch anybody out there. That bunker down the right is very much in play. The fairway does narrow out too, just short of that. So this really is going to require one of your best tee shots. Semi-blind second shot, a relatively big green. beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Now the approach here at hole number 1, and Frank, what are we looking at?
Well, semi-blind, but it's fine. You know, just a little peek and you can see what's in front of you. Really no bunkers down the left side. If you do miss down there, a little chip back up the hill, but it's a big enough green.
These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. All right, Frank, how would you break down this approach shot here at the first at Chambers Bay?
Well, Rich, it's partially blind, so you've really got to fixate on the exact point that you want to aim at. That's one of the beauties of this golf course, so maybe even just have a little look and make sure you know that line, because once that ball hits the ground, the natural contours are going to take it in a certain direction. So really fixate on that line.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Presented by EA Sports. and the PGA Tour. Everybody licks their chops when they get the chance to play one of the most famous courses in the world, the Stadium Course at the TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Frank, where are the scoring opportunities on this Pete Dye layout?
You can always look at the par 5s, 2, 9, 11 and 16. They provide probably the best chances to make birdies, or even in some situations, eagles. The next best thing really is the short par 4s. 12 comes to mind, a little blind tee shot. You don't have to hit driver, just sort of something long ironish, maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and then a wedge shot into a green that, will certainly, if you put the ball in the right position, give you an excellent chance for another birdie.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, you want to get off to a good start. This approach shot here at the first is important.
It is. Two distinct levels on this green, the high side on the left there and the lower side on the right. If you're trying to keep that ball a little left of a middle, you've got to be careful of that bunker on the left.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Bang! Has it. Could use this. Putt for par. And so just getting started, even par so far. Nice scoring opportunity here, 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. We're also seeing more long putters in the game.
Yeah, there's a choice. If you don't feel comfortable with a normal grip and you've got a few nerve issues, then you can, well, use a longer version, jam it in your chest, have a different fulcrum point. That's an absolute beauty. Second shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
To -2 early in the round. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge. This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flagstick here, but looks as though it will find the green. Oh, Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today. Really. This is that awkward length.
Oh, my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and yep, good thing too. He's actually putting well.
Still even par for the day. So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
Frank here at the 4th. Not a long shot, but it can be tricky.
If you get a little ambitious when that flag's on the left side, you can spin it all the way back into the lake.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
This is a 16-footer. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Par bid here. Still playing even for the day after the par. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Second from an excellent lie. Good swing, good shot yet again. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Just a couple of feet. Drops it, and he's at even par. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Frank, how do you size up the approach shot now at the 6th?
Ideally, you'd want to have a good yardage in here. Something where you can hit a nice, high, lofted short iron to make sure that you don't mess with those palm trees.
You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes. Nice at sneaky distance.
So into red figures at 1 under. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Second shot, good look at the green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge. And that's it. I mean, hybrid, putt, you name it, whatever works.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now, because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
Clean this up with a tap. So with that, the score is now at even par. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
About 25 feet from the cup. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt.
It's no snack, though.
Boy, that hurts right there, Frank.
Yeah, he's got to knuckle down now, though, because, we've seen it before, Rich. Two putts turn into 3, 4. So make sure you can limit the damage here.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. Line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Couple shots over par. He's made it. Frank, the ninth is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Excellent looking shot here. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. Well, Frank, you hate to miss the green on a par 5 with your third shot.
Well, they say par 5s are the easiest holes to birdie, but the hardest holes to make 4. Making a 6, though, well, that certainly sets yourself backwards. So tough up and down.
Frank, what has stood out for you watching this player into these wins?
A lot of smart decisions. Not trying to fight the win, using it, and really just a lot of good strikes, one after the other.
Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice, strong breeze. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even need the putter. Getting set now over the putt. With that, moves to 5 under par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
All right, Frank, now the approach here at number 10. What's the right way to play it?
Just avoid that bunker on the right and don't go too long and left. Over the back left is not an easy up and down.
Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the First Tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt. where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
His swing didn't quite look right on that one.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. -1 for the day. Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Let's go to the 11th. Now, it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left, and it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, the scoring club is in hand now. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, coming from that left side, you've got a full view of this green. And you can see the mounds, too. Use the mounds to your advantage.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Drops the putt to go to 2 under. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old length, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
Right out of the center of the back.
Did you hear that?
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green. This looks like it's going to find the target.
And getting ready for the putt. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. So a tester from 4 feet. Eight is not enough. That is 8 under par with that birdie. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer. And also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch the ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
You can't ask for much more than that. About 5 feet away. Beautifully done. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
9 under for the round. Count that. That's a birdie. Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14. I'm loving that balance.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Could it be? Do that! Not a gimme, but well within his range. Clean this up with a tap. -3 now for the round. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute, seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of the screen. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Just a sensational putt. These putts keep the round together. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better. It's no snack, though.
You hate to miss the short ones. Ouch. Just 5 feet left. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. He's putting for birdie now. Now at 5 under for the round. Through the years, Frank, there have been 6 aces here at 17.
But it's hard to imagine that the last one was back in 2002 by none other than the most interesting man in the game and probably the most interesting par 3 in the game.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt.
Tough break.
Getting set now over the putt. We're just playing a nice round of golf. Has that one for par, and now at 5 under par. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Just an unbelievable round thus far, and 12 under on the day. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Now his final approach shot of the day, just wants to go out in style.
One more good swing.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Not this time. So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. And he makes it for a bogey here. Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Frank, every golfer wants to play it at least once, the old course at St. Andrews.
Yeah, from Bobby Jones to Jack Nicklaus to Tiger Woods. They've all come and conquered.
Frank, this is one of the coolest opening tee shots in all of golf, isn't it?
It is. The whole golf course sits in front of you. Out of bounds on the right, and believe it or not, there's out of bounds on the left. That's the right side of the 18th hole. You'd think it's the widest fairway in the world, but many a player has stood on that first tee and whipped one out of bounds.
And you're teeing off with people watching from the street. Sometimes they're actually looking out of their hotel rooms and peering in.
Yeah, or simply walking across the fairway.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing to say the least.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
And getting ready for the putt. in red figures at 1 under par. Not a gimme, but well within his range. -1 in early going. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side. But if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Now the train's starting to roll. Birdie will get to 2 under. We'll make birdie if this drops. Drops the putt to go to 2 under. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side. I'm loving that balance.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Tricky shot from 95 yards with the wind quartering from behind. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Good swing, good shot yet again. Shouldn't be a problem here. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And go ahead and do that for birdie. Frank, now at the fourth hole.
Yeah, long par 4. Two choices, but he's game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway.
Frank, this has been impressive. Game plan, stuck to it, hitting some quality shots.
He's really done his homework on the golf course, swinging well, and there's a few holes to go too. And this round could get even better.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit.
And this is looking really good. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has the shot to sink this one for birdie.
Pretty good effort right there.
It's no snack, though.
Just didn't read that one quite right. This from about 10 feet. man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Getting set now over the putt. Nice par to remain 3 under. So just a formality here. Now at -2 for the day. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
Second shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
This one has a good line. Wow, I can't believe you found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
And with that, he'll go to 3 under. Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth, another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Second shot, good look at the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That will be a great look at birdie. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
And getting ready for the putt. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
10-foot putt left. These putts keep the round together. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now, 7th hole here at the Old Course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the march stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
No complaints there. In the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed. There's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing, if you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game for birdie. 4 under on the day. Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the Old Course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this is when the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. Very hard to hit it close, though. Should be safely on deck.
That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. And Frank, the Open Championship coming back to the home of golf this summer.
Yeah, and remember, too, the last time it was here, Louis Oosthuizen at the 9th hole, he had no problem driving this par 4. So let's see if you can do the same. If you can carry that last bunker down there, there's every chance that your tee shot can run onto this very flat green.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. What a great shot.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Setting up for an approach shot here.
Rich, it's a different challenge today. The weather is so day-to-day out here, and when you get a breeze like this that's kicking up, you really have to sort of change your approach to playing these holes.
It looks nice out there, the blue skies, plenty of high sunshine, but it's a challenge because those winds have really freshened up. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. In the hole. And a birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side. But Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, that looked good to me. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Good round going at 6 under. Now to the par 3 11th, and Frank, what's the key here?
Well, this green is slightly elevated. Huge false front, sort of left and right of that Strath bunker. And, of course, that bunker on the hill, or should I say that bunker on the left is called Hill. That's the famous bunker where Bobby Jones couldn't get out of it many years ago and actually ripped up his scorecard. So a good tee shot here, just find that right level where the flag is.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. He's made it. Frank, the charm of St. Andrews, the history of the old course, it all sort of comes into view here at the 12th, doesn't it?
Yeah, very pretty hole. Eden Estuary to the right, and obviously a nice view of the township of St. Andrews in the distance. But long hitters can just lick their chops and have a crack at this green. All they've got to do is worry about that little pop bunker short. But either into the breeze, or if you're not a long hitter, you've got to worry about those 4 bunkers that are well placed smack bang in the middle of this fairway.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Well, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
12 under on the day. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the old course, Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
Well, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. If you can take those coffins out of play, that's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle, then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of the screen.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. And from the fairway for his second shot here. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is the second shot at the par 4. What makes the old course at St. Andrews so memorable is not just the round of golf, but it's the setting. It's the old town. It's people watching from the windows nearby. All of that makes it really a good experience. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Getting set now over the putt. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Just 5 feet left. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, it always seems to come down to this: your work on the putting green.
And there's so many things to consider, but first and foremost, speed. If you hit a putt firm, it's going to take less break. You hit it soft, it's going to take more break.
Excellent looking shot here. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Now the second shot to the par 5. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is a really good shot, landing close to the flagstick. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Settles in over the putt. On fire right now. 7 under par. These putts keep the round together. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Frank, the 15th here at the old course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there in between the two humps that you can see in front of you off the tee. If you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Second from an excellent lie. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance. We often say, Rich, you should always try and make it. I've got to disagree with that. Lag putting, it's just about taking the strain off the next one. There's always other holes to be played.
From that distance, you settle for 2 putts. Didn't think this was possible, but 15 under par already. He has this attempt for par. Has it. Sixteenth hole is a par 4 here at the Old Course, Frank, with another one of those sort of funky features.
Yes, a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose, plus that out of bounds on the right. So really err on the side of caution, avoiding both the out of bounds and the Principal's Nose. Nothing wrong with going a little bit left here. But the further left you go, then it makes that second shot that much harder because you'll have to bring it across that little pot bunker in the front called the Wig.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. This won't hurt him. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Setting up for an approach shot here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Eight is not enough. That is 8 under par with that birdie. Frank, so many famous landmarks on this hole. The hotel on the right, you want to avoid that. The bunker on the left. And then the stone wall beyond the road.
Yeah, there's all those features is one of the reasons why no one would be allowed to design a hole like this today. It also makes it not only unique, but I think that's the greatness of the hole, is that all those problems you're very aware of. It's just, can you avoid them?
Really well played onto the fairway here at the 17th. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, this is right at
it. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. The second shot now to the par 4.
It's at sneaky distance.
That wasn't a gimme, but he sure made it look easy. Not a gimme, but well within his range. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Frank, here at the 18th, so much history has been made through the years.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories, I remember Jack Nicklaus when he beat Doug Sanders in that playoff. The famous sort of short putt that Doug Sanders missed. But really, the great moment that stands out was Seve making that 15-footer across the hill in 1984 wearing the blue sweater. Not only did he win the Open Championship, but he beat a tremendous field that included Bernard Langer, Tom Watson, Fred Couples, Lanny Wadkins, Faldo, and Greg Norman. It was an amazing Open Championship.
And I loved that fist pump. It was pure Seve. All that fire, all that passion came flying out. And that's where you just sort of fell in love with the game. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
80 yards to the hole location, but the wind is at the backs. Good-looking shot right here. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You always like that. Count it as a birdie. This from 7 feet. Nine under for the round. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positive